Hello everyone, welcome to a very special edition of the From Darkness to Light series. I'm here with Sam Curtis. Thank you very much for joining us. Also of the Sam United YouTube channel, correct?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So Sam, you're the youngest person we've had on the program. So thank you very much. At 13 years of age, we are going to talk about bar mitzvahs over the COVID period, particularly about your personal circumstance. Let's start from the beginning, right? So you were learning for your bar mitzvah for how long? Were you learning your portion and all of that?
I think it was about 11 months.
11 months, wow. So that started way before Corona was a thing, right?
Yeah, started November, then Corona came mainly to us in March.
Wow, okay. So it's November time. You are 12 years old and you're studying with your bar mitzvah teacher. Now at that point, what did you think? What did you imagine your bar mitzvah was going to look like? What were the discussions? What were you looking forward to? What did you imagine on the day?
I mean, around that point, I think I was planning who to invite to my party, but I imagined just me being there with all my family and friends,
Right.
watching me become a man.
Right. No. And had you attended any friends' bar mitzvahs? Were there any already then, or?
No, not yet.
Got it. Not yet. Okay. Okay. So then the year went on, and you remind me your actual bar mitzvah. Do you remember what month it was supposed to be? Was it February?
No, it was meant to be November. It was meant to be the day before I actually was on Zoom.
Got it. Okay. You're right. Sorry, I forgot. November you started, right? Okay. So so you're talking about you started more or less a year beforehand learning, and then as the year went on, so Corona became a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I started to do my lessons on FaceTime with my bar mitzvah teacher.
Okay. How was that? Does your bar mitzvah teacher do well on FaceTime?
He wasn't used to it, but he was fine with it.
Nice.
He was fine being in person.
Nice. Okay. So we've moved now to FaceTime. Corona hits. That's probably March time, maybe April.
Yeah.
Yeah, around then. At that point, are you worried at all about your bar mitzvah, or are you thinking, nah, November's going to be ages, or do you just not think about it and kind of?
I didn't really think about it too much.
Okay.
I wasn't really too nervous for it until maybe a month before.
Okay. Right. Okay. So let's fast forward to then, because look, I know my son is also supposed to be was bar mitzvah in November as well, actually late October. So he's probably only a month or so older, than you. So we went through as a family the exact same thing. So let's go. It's now turning October, November time. And you are kind of thinking, I guess, like what's going to be with the bar mitzvah?
Yeah.
When did you realize that things were going to change?
Well, upcoming recently to when it was, we thought it could be in shul, but I wasn't sure whether it would be in shul or not.
Right. And then your bar mitzvah fell during lockdown, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The shul wasn't open. So, I mean, that was that. You couldn't really, you couldn't have it in shul. What were you feeling at that point?
I mean, I was quite upset about it.
Really? I can imagine, because you've done all that learning, right? You've had all that preparation. And then I guess you can't do it in shul. How did you deal with that?
I mean, it wasn't the worst thing to have on Zoom, but it was okay.
Right. Okay. That, in other words, you salvaged it with something.
Yeah.
And what about with your parents? Do you think it was difficult for them to come to terms with it? What did they do? You can pass on the question if you want, or you could call mum over.
Okay, hello. I'm
Hello.
not sure that you can see me. So we organised obviously getting a lectern and making things fun for him,
Mhm.
and balloons, and we got somebody got one of the family got him a Barmitzvah boy balloon, and
That's so
we
sweet.
made things exciting for him. And then I made Barmitzvah cookies, and we went round to all of our guests who were going to be on Zoom, so that they could eat a cookie and have a drink with Sam when he was doing his bar mitzvah portion. So yeah, it wasn't what we expected, but we made it what we could. So
Okay, amazing. We heard the voice from off stage. Hello.
sorry, not
Don't
mixed
worry.
up.
Okay, good. So so you did something, and how did that feel?
I was happy we got to do something,
I
and
understand.
as well as on Hanukkah in the shul, the youth service. Well,
Let's get there now. All right, go on. What happened, Chanukah? Let's go, Sam. What happened? Oh, so this is now 3 weeks, no, a month after your bar mitzvah? A month after you turn bar mitzvah, more or less, right?
around that time,
Okay, go on. So what happened, Sam?
came into shul, welcomed in, and there was like a sign to say it's my bar mitzvah. And I came into the youth service. I was Hanukkah service happening, and then got to like the laning. So then I did my brachot, and then I did my Haftorah brachot. And I didn't realize, but I had a friend there as well, so I got to say hello to him.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Great. And then there was a bit of sushi kiddush, wasn't there, to take home?
my favorite food.
Nice. We didn't know that. Yes. So for those who just haven't pieced it all together, the Sam was invited to have a bar mitzvah, really, like a month on in the youth service. Of course, it wasn't the same portion. Hopefully next year you can read it. But it was, you said, as you said, the blessings, you did very well. And you said the blessings on the Haftarah, it was very momentous. So that was, kind of like the second-ish, bar mitzvah.
Yeah,
How did that feel?
I was happy I got to do something other than just the Zoom.
Right. You're right. It's funny because I guess if they would have asked you kind of 12 months ago, do you want to do your bar mitzvah in the youth service and get, even with sushi, you'd have probably thought, well, hold on a second, I'm supposed to do it in like the big shul with all my friends and all the people, whereas now I'm just, tell me if I'm wrong, the chance to do it in the youth service after a month felt something special.
Yeah,
That's I guess there's something about that, right, in terms of expectation levels.
yeah. There's always something that's too good to be true.
Oh, that's so sweet. Correct. Well said. Let me ask you one more question, Sam, if it's okay. What do you think are the positives to take out, or like the lessons you've learned?
Not everything comes just handed to you. You have to work for it, and it might not turn out the way you expected it to.
Beautiful. Sam, that's beautiful. Really, really lovely. Look, it's not too late to wish you Mazel Tov. It was only, 2 or 3 months ago. So we're going to do that again. And we're wishing your whole family good health. Please God, good things. And hopefully, next year, we hope, the portion, hopefully you can read it with a lot of people there. But you should enjoy your teenage years. They're very special. You get to be and do whatever you want, with parents' permission, of course. And you get to grow in your own special way. Thanks so much for your time, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking me.
That's fine.